everyone, it's Pam with Organizer Easy 911 and welcome back to another episode of my weekly weight loss vlog series. And like I promised many weeks ago, I wanted to expand on the ideas that Christy and I were talking about with regard to meal planning. And so today I'm going to talk not only about the meal planning, but about how you can set up go-to things in your fridge, in your pantry, that'll help you stay on track when life gets a little crazy, all right? Now, one of the biggest excuses I made in the past was about how eating healthy costs a lot of money, and I'm on a really tight budget. Single mom, 3 kids. I don't have extra dollars to spare. Christy told me it starts at the sale flyers that you get every week from all your local grocery stores. And you take those, you sit down and you see what items you need to stay on track that are on sale. There's always 1 or 2 types of meats that are on sale. There's always produce that is on sale. There's lots of healthy other foods like nuts and things like that that are on sale, and you just watch for those, and that's how you plan your meals. I wish I could take credit for it, but all of these ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you came from Christy. Okay, I gotta disclose that right up front. But one of the things she told me is once you take your sale ad and you find out what items that are really good for you that are on sale, you start planning your meals out. And that's basically what we've done here on our refrigerator. We have 2 actual lists. We have a master list, which if chicken's on sale, we have all of these meals we have listed that we can put together. And this being a salad, meaning having a vegetable salad with chicken in it. Then we have pork, all the meals we can have with pork if it's on sale. We have turkey, we have a list of them. And actually there's a lot more, but we just haven't added this in and updated this list. And then we have beef. That's a little bit, it's a little small right now, but you get the point. And I have the same thing for snacks, okay? So one of the things Christy told me to do is to make a master list of all the meals you can create, and then you can kind of combine it and compare it with the sales that are going on. Saves a lot of money. Okay, the next thing we did was we had this calendar and we planned out, we usually try to plan out about 2 weeks ahead of time, all right? Now, Christy has told me you can do things, you can do it 2 ways. You can maybe cook one time and make all your meals for a week. And even then, she says you don't have to create 7 different meals. Perhaps make 3 meals, but double batch them so that you can have them twice during the week. You don't have to have them back to back. Like you could have meatloaf on Monday and then again on Thursday. You can have spaghetti on Tuesday and again on Friday. You know, you can spread them out, but you're only making 3 meals, and then you're making enough for 2 batches of it, okay? And then on your 7th day, I don't know, have leftovers if you do have some extra leftover, or just have salad and something that day, okay? So my daughter and I, we did this, and then we looked at the sales papers, and we got all our groceries. And what we do on this calendar over here is we have listed, we're starting this year off with a 2-week plan. So you'll see I have 2 shopping days in a row and 2 cooking times in a row, and then it's going to space out to every 2 weeks. We needed to kind of get a jump start ahead, so we're doing double duty now. And so like I said, around Wednesdays I usually get the ad flyers, prepare the plan for the next week, and then I shop for it on Friday, and we cook it all up Saturday if we're both working on it. And like I said, we make double batches of everything. So it's one big clump of time that we're putting towards this, where we're getting 2 weeks worth of dinners out of it. Huge savings of time. All right, and then we have literally just we went with, instead of just 3 meals and double batching it for 1 week, we went with 7 meals for 2 weeks, okay? And so you can see we had beef stew on Sunday, we had breaded pork, tonight is fiesta chicken, tomorrow will be the vegetable salad with the chicken in it, barbecue pork, spaghetti and meatballs, and then chicken Alfredo, which is what we had the week before, and we just repeat it for 2 solid weeks. We're seeing if that schedule plan works for our family. Again, sometimes you have to try things out for a little bit, see how they work. And for right now, this first week, it is really going smoothly. and I really love it. Now, we got this calendar at Walmart. It was very inexpensive, and we've been working on different ways to label it very nicely, because when we first started writing, it was like chicken scratch everywhere, and the OCD organizer in me didn't like it. So then I said, oh, we'll just put little post-it notes here. But the very next morning, all of these post-it notes were on the floor. They didn't stick very well, and actually most of these are stuck with tape temporarily. We've got the tape right in there, and I even put a little tape on the back to try to hold it, because now they're popping up like this. And I have to keep pushing them back. OCD organizer, can't help it. So my daughter came up with a wonderful idea. We are going to get those rolled out strips of magnets, and we're going to cut them to size. We're going to put all of our dinner meals, label it with a labeler, and then just use the magnets on the different days, and we'll have our side dishes, and that way we can put the entire menu on this very nice and neatly, and then we can reuse it. Just pick it up, move it to another date if we need it. Okay, so that's the 2-week plan. We have the first week is in the refrigerator here, and then we have the second week's worth of food in the freezer, ready to go. Now let's talk about how to pre-containerize some items so that they are fast and easy. And I did talk about this in a previous video with Christy. I was showing what I did, and I'm going to just kind of expand a little bit on it, because I did have a few people kind of reach out to me and say, hey, I want to see more of what you set aside as a fast go-to snack, okay? So I set aside pre-measured out containers, okay? And I have cottage cheese and yogurt out here, because that's a really fast go-to. It's got high protein, helps me get going. So I just take a piece of masking tape, and I wrote on here it's 188 calories, and then I also document the protein. I always want to keep track, because one of the things Christy noticed is long ago I was really protein deficient, and when you're eating on the run, you often eat very high carb, high fat, high sugar foods, and so I wanted to be more aware of the protein, because that's what lasts longer, that's what holds you longer. So I've marked in, and with cottage cheese, this is 2% cottage cheese. It's only 180 calories, but you get 24 grams of protein. That's a lot. That's going to hold you for some time if you are just running in and out and you need something to sustain you, okay? Now I've got it in 1 cup. This is a 1 cup size. And then I also have little half cup sizes. Let's say I'm getting really hungry and it's about an hour to a meal. I know that if I wait that hour, I'm going to overeat at dinner. I'm going to take a bigger portion because I'm starving. So I put together these little quickie, this is 90 calories, 12 grams of protein. It will lessen my hunger, and then I'm less likely to overeat during the next meal. So I try to put smaller things there, okay? And down here with the meal planning, you can see this is what's left for this week. We have Fiesta chicken, we have barbecue pork, we have turkey meatballs, and then we have the chicken all cubed and seasoned really well. I season it, it's really simple. I just cube the chicken, throw it in a skillet with a little water and garlic and rotisserie chicken seasoning. That's it. And I let it just steam in the water, and it gets really soft, and it's really good. It's a good go-to. Sometimes I just have cubes that I go to pop in. Excellent protein. So that's another thing. Now in my pantry, I have set up some snacks for on the go that I know are healthy. And these are, again, I put the label on it, how many calories. Now with the raisins, I actually included the fiber too, because raisins are really good fiber. But these are 1/4 cup servings of raisins, go-to. And I also have in here a go-to package of sunflower seeds. That's 160 calories with 6 grams of protein. These are almonds, and they're roasted and salted. I'm sorry. You know what? If you make something that's going to be too dry, I'm not going to want to eat it. So I allow myself, I know if this will make me eat it. It's got a little salt on it, the roasted almonds, and 170 calories, 8 grams of protein. I have pumpkin seeds, 3 tablespoons is 160 calories and 10 grams of protein. And then I also have in this is my stash. Kids are not allowed, no kids allowed. Ooh, I should put a sign, a label, no kids, mom's stash, my go-to. And sometimes you have to do that, especially if you're out there and you have kids, husband or something that is like tapping into your stuff and they're having no weight issues. That's a big problem. My kids don't have any weight issues, all right? And so sometimes I have to protect my healthy food, all right? Because they'll go, ooh, it's so easily packed, I'll take this. And I'm sitting there going, oh no, I went through the work, I'm getting the almonds, okay? Because a lot of times I'm in the car and I don't have time to stop and get something. This will keep me from swinging by that fast food place to get a quick bite. I have this with me at all times, one of these or two of these bags as a go-to. So don't be afraid to defend your stash of healthy stuff. Ooh, and one other thing I want to share with you. One thing that I still crave and have a hard time doing without is a glass of wine with dinner at night. And it was a way that I could decompress and kind of slow my mind down from racing in so many different directions. And when I talked to Christy about it, I said, I just miss wine so much. She goes, you know what? There's another way you can kind of appease that craving. And it's basically, what I do is I take a little of this, the diet cranberry or cran-cherry juice. It only has 5 calories in this. And I mix it with some sparkling water, okay? And I put that in my wine glass. These two things are so refreshing to have, and it makes me crave less the glass of wine because I'm still holding my wine glass. It just has something healthier in it, and because it's the sparkling water with the little flavor, it's actually quite enjoyable. Okay, so there's the meal planning ideas I use and the prepackaged snacks that I have set up to help keep me on track so I don't go and cheat and cave to those cravings of, oh, I'm just going to swing by and get something fast food. That's not right for me. One other thing I want to mention is about not forgetting to honor who you are. I've said this so many times in my organizing videos that if you don't set up things that match who you are and how you roll, it is doomed to fail. So think about your personality. And what I mean by that is, one of the things I didn't show you is that I used to try to get all the lettuces, the romaine, the iceberg lettuce, the green leaf, the red leaf, spinach. I used to get it all fresh, okay? Because it was really inexpensive, all right? But if I did it that way, I'd never wanted to take the time to wash all of it. It was such a long process, an aggravating process, that it would go bad in my refrigerator before I would use it. What I've done is just accept the fact that I'm not going to do that. I get the pre-cut, pre-washed romaine lettuce, the spinach, and the mixed greens, and I just do it that way. I also get carrot chips because they are not only great for in a salad, but they also are great for a dip. And one of my favorite dips is mixing plain non-fat Greek yogurt, a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch powder in it, and a little Fiesta Ranch, about a half a packet, in the plain yogurt. And I make a whole batch of that, and I just dip vegetables in it. And you can have a cup of that for like 140 calories, and the protein is like 20 grams of protein in it. That's another way you can utilize your vegetables. And again, if you don't like cleaning celery, get it pre-cut. It's worth the expense. At least you'll eat it because it's already prepared for you, okay? So honor who you are. If you don't want to be washing it, get the kind that are pre-washed. That's the only time it will cost you a little more going the healthy route, but if you allow it for that, you should be fine. It shouldn't impact your budget at all. Okay? I hope all of these ideas I'm sharing in this vlog help, and if you did find them helpful, please give me a big old thumbs up, poke the like button below, and if you're new to my channel, poke that subscribe button as well, and ring that bell so that you'll know when I upload new videos in the future. I'm Pam with Organizer Easy 911. I will see you next week.